managed money is not like some of us who trade. They're certainly not day traders, but managed money gets into these positions and they hold these things for maybe 6 to 12 months at a time. Because think about transaction costs. If they got in on one day and got out on next, with the size they trade, they'd be huge transaction costs. So that's why these trends, they stay so long. Like you notice that green line right there is above the zero line for going all the way back to April of 22 last year. That means managed money overall has been net long soybean meal. So you see, these guys are not just in and out of the market like a lot of smaller traders would be. So they have to kind of dig their heels in and build a long-term position.
What about position limits? Can you talk about that as well?
Yeah, good point. The exchanges have position limits for all speculators. Even if you're an institution or whoever you are, if you're registered as a speculator, the exchange will not let any one entity trade no more than a certain number of contracts. And the purpose of that is because somebody with enough money could corner a market. Maybe some of you guys remember the Hunts brothers from the Silver Squeeze, Trading Places movie when they were trying to squeeze orange juice, right? So, but basically the exchange says you can only trade so many contracts. So when these managed monies get to these 1 year high like this, you got to start thinking who's left to buy, right? It takes like a brand new company to come in to keep adding to these positions. So at some point, speculators run out of new buyers to come in. Now, on the other hand, commercials, the exchanges recognize them simply as hedgers. They're not speculating, and they're obviously not going to try and corner a market, so they can trade unlimited contracts. So it's almost like going into a boxing ring with one arm behind your back when you're going against these commercials, as far as being, fair of how many contracts you can buy or sell against them.
And in my former life, I was a large broker for a lot of these commercial traders. And I will let you know that they never are 100% hedged. In other words, they never hedge their total production or their total consumption. That usually, at the most they maybe get is about 50%. So again, what Don is saying is when we get to these extreme values, the more you push price in one direction, the more it becomes attractive for commercial traders, especially when we get to these extreme price actions. Right. But as in terms of our trend followers, it's the old adage, if everybody's long and you look around, who's going to buy it, right? So that is why we can sort of use this as a warning sign that some change in trend could be on the way.